Hi everyone, William Weyser is here, and welcome to William Weyser's Childhood Fears. On the last episode, I talked about a Nickelodeon show that aired 10 years ago yesterday, entitled Tough Puppy, and I had trouble getting past the look of one of the characters, named Kitty Catswell. And I also said that after the first two episodes aired, I started to like that show. I forgot to say the names of those two episodes, and that I have those episodes on DVD in iCarly Season 2, Volume 3. And one of the special features was the pilot episode of Tough Puppy, featuring the voice of Jerry Trainer as the voice of Dudley Puppy. And at first I thought it was a little weird having an animated show being a special feature on a live-action show. But that's the way that it came out, and the two episodes on it were perfect partners, with purr spelled P-U-R-R, as in purr as in the sound that a cat makes, and doom mates with the hyphen in between the two M's. So, let's talk about today's episode. I was a 7th grader at Benjamin Franklin Middle School, and one of the subjects that I took was math. I don't remember the name of the teacher that I had back in those days, but what I do remember is that the teachers that I had there were very nice, most of them. Even my tutor, or helper, Miss Amelia Blanco, or Amelia Campos back then, is still a very nice lady, and I still love her. But well over 50% of the students there were obnoxious. Totally obnoxious. And I couldn't make friends with anybody at that school, but I did make friends with people from Walnut Hill Elementary School, of course Temple Emmanuel, and St. Anthony's, where I went to for high school, as well as El Centro for college. Anyway, on my second day as a 7th grader, there was a picture or a drawing of somebody with 3 legs, and every time I saw that picture, I would get creeped out by it. And sometime later, I had a dream or a thought that this man with 3 legs was somebody's archenemy, and this thought just kept staying inside my head until one day, and I'm sure that this was later in the year, coming close to the end of my 7th grade year, that I just blurred out what I thought of that picture by accident, and what I got was a huge laughing stock, and I even had to step out of the room because of this. I did not get in trouble, though, but I had to talk about this with the two teachers there. Well, one teacher and one assistant, and the talk that we all had was not that good. I mean, I've seen a pretend 3-leg thing on a SpongeBob episode, The Splinter, knowing that that episode is really bad, compared to its sister episode, Slide Whistle Stooges, which is really good. And if you're wondering who this is, this is a young man named Frank Lentini. Frank Lentini is an Italian circus performer who was born with this thing called parasitic twin. And because he had parasitic twin, or was born with it, he has 3 legs. And I'm sure that he stayed with it this way until his passing in 1966 at age 77? Yeah. And the first time I've ever seen anybody with 3 legs was actually on an episode of Clifford that I have on VHS entitled A New Friend, where a dog named Casey has 3 legs instead of 4, and the other dogs try to think of a way to get him to fit in with the other dogs because they have 4 legs. So, I just had a bad experience with this picture, and it's haunting me ever since then. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of William Weyser's Childhood Fears, and I'll think about what I want to do for the next episode, whether it would be a regular with old or new one, or a top 13 list. You decide, and I'll do it. So I'll see you tomorrow on William Weyser's Childhood Fears. Until then, don't get scared.